All right, should the Detroit Lions pursue Saints wide receiver Michael Thomas, age 29, for the next 3 years? No guaranteed money, by the way, but $15 million on the cap for the next 3 years in salary. I believe it elevates from 15 to 9 to 7 in terms of how it equates over time, in terms of cap hit. Having said that, he is 29 years old. He has a few years left.
Hasn't played since 2020.
He is a good solution, but what do you have to give up to get him is my question.
Yeah.
Is it a Randy Moss deal? Sure, I'll take him. But, again, you have 2 first-round picks and an early second-rounder. You're going to be able to select a wide receiver, and if we've seen anything over the last few years, the wide receiver position has become more important than ever. Fair or not? And here we are. Look at the AFC title game if you don't believe me. Cooper Kupp, Odell Beckham, Deebo Samuel, Tyreek Hill. I guess you want to include Travis Kelce. That's fine. But the point is, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. You need wide receivers in today's NFL. Corners can't guard them. Safeties can't guard them. You need wide receivers. Now, what do I have to give up to get Michael Thomas? If you tell me anything near a second and third round, I'm probably going to say, no, I'll pass. I'm not interested. But a 5th, 4th, 6th round pick? Hell yeah. The Saints are going to want to save cap space. They're in cap trouble. He's one of the players that could move. Now, what team is willing to accept a guy with 3 years remaining on his deal with a $15 million salary at wide receiver, who I think is still can be very productive in the NFL? But do the Lions go for him? I don't think they do. Now, given his value, what do you get for him, Jeff? What do you have to give up to get him? If you're telling me I'm giving up late picks and a future late pick, oh, hell yeah, I'm doing it. Are you kidding me? I get Michael Thomas, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and TJ Hawkinson going into next year. I don't have to spend a first-round pick or a second-round pick on a wide receiver. And I can probably take one in the 3rd round if I'm that desperate. Hell, even the 4th. It's a deep class. I can go all in on defense in the draft. I kind of don't mind it. I really don't mind it. The one problem I do have is a fit for Michael Thomas. He is a guy that plays essentially in the slot. So does Amon-Ra St. Brown. He lines up in different positions.
Yep.
Is he a true outside, take the sideline away, make them cover you deep downfield? No. He's a slant guy.
Yeah, move the chains.
5 and in, 5 and out, move the chains, which is not a problem.
No.
But you do want, that's why Drake London is so popular with many Lions fans this year in terms of NFL mock drafts. Drake London has the size, has the speed, ability to get downfield. So look, if you ask me a straight up yes or no question, should the Lions pursue Michael Thomas? Yes. They should. Given that they can get him, I would argue, at a bargain. And if you can get Michael Thomas on a bargain deal, you do it. You have the cap space available for next year. You can cut him at any point without any real cap hit. That is a fair deal to me. If you tell me I have to give up a 4th and a 6th, a 4th and a 5th, oh, hell yeah, I do it. Hell yeah, I do it. Now, you can call him slant boy, you can call him whatever you want. But I want a guy that can move the chains for me. And which team had the worst 3rd down conversion rate in the NFL this year? The Detroit Lions. Come on. You're not going to pass on Michael Thomas. Now, is it ideal to take on a guy $15 million in salary, have to give up a 2nd round pick? I'm not interested in giving up any high picks for this guy. I am not interested. I'd rather re-sign Josh Reynolds and draft Drake London. That would be my preference. But you can't ignore that the New Orleans Saints are going to want to trade him. They are going to want to relieve their cap just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't mind it.
I do mind it.
And you're going to dump Trey Flowers. Post June 1st, Trey Flowers will be cut. You will re-sign Tracy Walker. Mm-hmm. And you could make a move for Michael Thomas. I really, it's not like this insane theory where, oh my goodness, they can't afford it. Look, they have the capital to do it. Do I want to give up a 2nd round pick, 3rd round pick? No, I don't.
No.
So I'm going to back off if that's the case. If that's what New Orleans is asking for, I'm a hard pass.
Yeah.
But if you're telling me I only have to give up a fourth and next year's fifth or sixth, oh, God, put me in that market. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. Jeff?
Before I answer this and go into detail, I want to, give credit to Michael Thomas because since entering the league, 3-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, 2019 AP Offensive Player of the Year. But this is the fact. Since 2020, he started in 5 games, and including in those 5 games, was suspended 1 game for punching his teammate in practice. And I get all that. I mean, I'm not going to go into the diva thing. It's not a big deal. But the thing that turns me off from Michael Thomas is that 5-year contract extension he signed for $100 million. And I know it's discounted. He gets to the Lions, it's about $15 million. But even for that, I'm trying to look at the risk versus the reward.
It depends what you give up.
That's the big thing. It depends what you give up. But let's say, just from looking at it straight up, would you trade for Michael Thomas? Again, depends on what you give up. But in my opinion, I stay away from him. Just because, to make it a long story short, I want no part, number one, in the $15 million. I get it's discounted. But Michael Thomas, I haven't seen him play in quite a long time. He's had, every year he started in this league, he's had over 1,000 yards. He's productive. I get all that. But the Lions, in the direction they're moving in right now, you have a chance to take a receiver in the first round. And you have guys getting better. We don't even know what Quintez Cephas' ceiling is. You have Amon-Ra, who just broke for almost 1,000 yards. I would stay away from him, but no doubt in my mind he'd come to this team and immediately help them in the pass game. I mean, if you're an idiot if you think anything different, but the fit is important. And is he a Dan Campbell guy? I don't know. And is he going to fit in this culture? I don't know. But Michael Thomas, damn good wide receiver. But he's the reception king, and you can't forget that. Reception king. But the reality is we don't have a Drew Brees here. We have Jared Goff. Would that work? I don't know.
I think Jared Goff is fine. I think
He's
that would
fine.
work. I really do think it would work. Again, what do I have to give up? And in 2022, right now, no moves made. The Lions only have $23 million in cap space. But again, if I cut Trey Flowers, which I expect them to do, my cap space jumps up to $39 million. Am I willing to take a chance on Michael Thomas for a fourth and a sixth? Absolutely. He's 29 years old. I don't have to re-sign him. I can cut him at any point. It's worth the risk.
And I'm so glad Ryan brought this up. I am so glad you brought this up. He, obviously, we talked about the targets. When Michael Thomas played a whole season, he had almost 200 targets. All right, and that's not a big deal. You're a number 1 wide receiver. You deserve targets. I don't like, especially with the Lions are right now, they're probably going to draft a wide receiver or acquire a wide receiver somehow. Michael Thomas is going to ask for a lot of targets. And whatever offense you run, if you're a run-first offense, whatever it is, I just don't like that in terms of the growing of other guys. Amon-Ra, Quintez.
I don't think so. I think that's wrong, and I'll tell you why. And I'm trying to pull up Tyreek Hill just off the top of my head. Tyreek Hill this season, 159 targets.
Yeah.
Okay? 159. Yeah. The season where Michael Thomas broke the NFL record for receptions, it was 185. The Saints were 13-3. The year prior, 147 targets. The year prior, 149. The year prior, 121.
Yeah, he got better.
Like he's getting a consistent volume. I don't need 185 targets at Michael. You give me 147 targets for Michael Thomas. He's going to catch the ball at a rate of 80 to 85%. And I'm going to get 1,400 yards and maybe double-digit touchdowns.
No,
that's production.
No, production, yes.
You can't take the highest, you can't take the extreme and the lowest part of the scale. You have to go into the median. Never use the extreme and the lowest point as your argument. I'll always defend that, because what am I getting consistently out of Michael Thomas? 140 targets.
Yeah.
I'm getting about 1,400 yards.
You're paying him close to $20 million.
15, not 20, 15 million
and he
on the spot.
Hasn't played in 2 years. But
What do you mean? He hasn't played just this year.
He played 5 games last year.
Yes.
So we'll say 2. I mean,
almost
a
year and a half, fine.
But still, what are we getting out of Michael Thomas?
You're getting a 29-year-old wide receiver
for
if I argued a 4th and a 6th round pick.
Oh, then yes.
You would do. That's my point. I'm not giving up a 1st, a 2nd, or a 3rd.
Then that conversation, I don't think 4th and a 6th is even.
Are you
think
sure?
The Saints?
I
do.
When you want to dump salary, you take anything. Are people, again, Jeff, you just made the point. If you're a GM and I tell you I'm the New Orleans Saints, hey, I'm willing to give you Michael Thomas. Just give me a 4th and a 6th. You would do it, right? If I told you give me a 2nd and a 3rd, you would look at me and say he hasn't played in a year and a half. Why the hell would I give that up?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's my point. I think he's a bargain deal this offseason. I do.
And if, in that case, then I guess my only argument would be indictment on the salary cap. But if he's a great player, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Again, if he's a great player, if he's the same Michael Thomas.
Even if he's $15 million on the cap. If I told you get an all-pro wide receiver.
Yeah, then
for 2 picks you could care less about.
It's just too much question marks for me. That's all.
Fair. in terms of injury, totally fair.
Yeah.
That's the risk, and it's low risk because you're only giving up 2 late picks.
Then that's
see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I do.
And if you cut him, you're only eating what, $4-6 million for 1 season? It's nothing after that. He has no guaranteed money left on his deal. Come on. Hey, you made it all the way through. I'm so proud of you. Why don't you make me more proud? Like, subscribe, and watch another video.